One of the byproducts of narcissistic abuse is hypervigilance. And while it does serve you well, especially if you are in a situation where bad can happen, ambush kind of tactics will happen, the healing of that wound, so that runs deep, very deep. It runs so deep in us, as a defense mechanism, the hypervigilance, and it's because we've become so accustomed to having to use it at all times. And so hypervigilance is where I walk into a room and I can read every situation that's happening. I'm very aware of all the things. I can listen to certain conversations and understand what's happening. I can, read people's small movements, their larger movements, and I'm going to tell you it's exhausting. And it has served me well in many aspects, but at what point do you learn how to put it down? And that has been my big challenge, is how to put down the hypervigilance. And it's a, byproduct of, having lots of crazy stuff happen. Some of it on purpose. But at the same time, you have to you have to be accountable for you, even if you do have these triggers. And so for me, a lot of times I've had to just step back, especially in when you have somebody who understands that that's a trigger of yours and they want some sort of reaction from you. What they will do is they will set up situations for you to, have that negative reaction, because they understand that it's going to put you into fight, flight, or freeze. And that's the goal, to get you to shrink, become less. And when so learning the signs of that and understanding what they're wanting, that helps, so that you learn how to disassociate. It's almost disassociation. And it's like, it's helpful in that situation, but it can be very harmful in other situations. So the big goal, if you have this hypervigilance, is learning when to have it turned on and when to have it turned off. And I'm having to learn how to have these moments of vulnerability with people so that I can keep moving forward in my healing, so that I can heal this need to pull back from every relationship that I'm in. Instead of doing that, I need to start investing. And so you have to learn how to not have that hypervigilance going on. And that is so hard. I'm going to tell you, that is so hard. It is so difficult to not be like, what are they going to do? And that's sad that's, the point where your brain gets like, after a certain point, though, of the crazy happening, you get to where you have to understand when to have it turned on and when to have it turned off. So hypervigilance, it's good in some situations, especially if you're in an abusive situation or in a toxic situation. Like any toxic situation I'm going to have hypervigilance turned on. But learning how to turn it off in my home. My home is a safe place. I don't have to have it here. My life is a safe place right now, so I don't have to have it in that situation. And there are people that I can trust. I just have to, get there. And you don't understand what it does to your soul to have somebody come in and say, hey, I'm not going to do that to you. I'm here. I'm not that person. And that somebody has to actually come in and say that is kind of sad. But it is something that I'm seeing and I'm grateful for, because it helps my soul. It's the selfish people that you have to watch out for. The ones who see that in you and they don't care what they do. They don't care if it hurts you. They're just going to keep rolling right through. So you have to watch out for that. But not everybody's like that. And that's the hardest thing for me to learn, is not everybody is like that. Some people do have your best interest at heart. But Anyway, you'll be good. We can do this. I believe in us. I'll talk to you later. Bye.